Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for helping me get over 1,000 subscribers. I know I'm a good bit late with that thank you, but there is a reason for it, and that's actually the purpose of this video. But one thing I'll say right away is in the beginning when I started making videos, like I'm sure everyone does when their channel's very, very small, I started looking around for, how long you could expect this take to get a certain subscriber threshold or whatever. And one of the trends I noticed was a lot of people saying, well, the first 100 are the hardest. And people saying, oh, the first 1,000 are the hardest. And although both of those milestones take some time, and I will say to get to 100, you just got to gut it out. When you're getting like 4 views a week, you just got to stick with it. But my answer to that question is every subscriber is tough to get. So each and every person that went ahead and clicked the button, that's incredible. Thank you guys so much. You have actually helped me take this from a small hobby, which it still is, to a bona fide actual business that generates actual money. It is a very, very, very small amount of money though, but that's okay. Together we've woven something from nothing, which is incredible. So thank you all very much for that. If any of you have any questions about that, I've thought about doing like an AMA, and I've also thought about doing some YouTube type Q&A kind of stuff on my second channel. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see some of that. I also wanted to say that you guys are possibly the best audience on YouTube. And I know that every channel when they make one of these thank you videos says that. And it could be that every channel that says it means it. But I've been in the comment sections of other channels and I've seen how nasty some of the people get. And we really don't have a lot of that here. I fully expected to just get made fun of to death for both the stuff we work on sometimes and just me being a goofball and doing like a terrible job recording videos sometimes. I really haven't had that. It's been a lot of support. I'll occasionally get a nasty comment, mostly when I deserve it, but most people are just pretty nice and friendly. I've also gotten some of the most amazing emails that you guys would never believe. Some of the ones I've gotten somewhat recently are from a guy in Ukraine who's working on one of these things. And I'm going to guess that support for Ford Escorts from 25 years ago in Ukraine isn't that great. So the dude's emailing me questions and stuff. And I think that's just the most awesome thing ever. And what's really awesome too is one of his first questions was he wanted to learn how to fish. He was asking me where to get the book I was illustrating in the timing set video and stuff like that. But just what an amazing interaction. Who would have ever thought that was going to be a thing? Another interaction I had was a viewer who had the literally exact same experience with Dell when they tried to buy a DVD drive from them that I had. Like an hour on the phone, getting disconnected, all this crap. And they were just super happy that somebody else out there came up with an answer because Dell simply won't offer one. And that's another thing I hope to do if this thing continues on the way it has been, is maybe we can start getting these guys' attention, Dell and the other manufacturers, and say, hey, why are you missing these obvious opportunities where people will happily pay you, I'll say $50 for a drive kit? I think every single person who has come to my channel and bought a drive and watched my video and put it in would have happily just paid $50 for Dell to just sell it to them and they would have never had to worry about it. Well, instead what they're doing, and this is another topic we need to talk about a little bit, is they're clicking an affiliated link from me where I make 3%-ish on the sale of this drive, and Dell makes nothing. So if that's the business model they want to have, they're welcome to it. Makes me happy enough. I'll take the money. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And I like making the videos, and I like helping the people, so whatever. But it would be cool if we can start to get some of those ears open, but I kind of doubt it because this stuff has been going this way for a long time. But if manufacturers like Dell were receptive to have that kind of a conversation, I'm certainly happy to have that as well. I don't need the 20 cents or whatever, but I'll take it. I would much rather have this two-way street where maybe instead of buying these things, they send them to me and we do these videos and I illustrate, hey, Dell has these parts kits or whoever has these parts kits and this is how you put them in. That'd be awesome. That'd be so much fun. But we'll see what happens. Now the next reason we're here, and you're probably wondering, hey, why are we looking at a disassembled car with a bunch of broken parts and a basically brand new Dell computer out in the shop? Well, YouTube's been wondering that too, and so has the subscribership of my channel. The truth is, this side of the channel just kind of started off as a lark. I think I posted the question to the audience at the time of like 30 or 40 subscribers and said, hey, are you guys interested in computer-y kind of stuff and tech kind of stuff too? I think I got one or two responses that said, sure, I like that kind of stuff, that sounds fun. So I made a few videos on this topic, and this topic went completely insane. I 100% did not think YouTube would need another voice working on computers and things. I would have thought that that was a completely populated market already, but I was completely wrong. My dad's Dell, the year before I bought this one, I did a video or two on that thing, and that video exploded. And this thing's been incredibly popular on the channel. In fact, right now I would say better than half the audience is here just for this Dell, or maybe just for tech stuff in general. Like if I were to buy a Lenovo and sit next to it and make videos on it, maybe some people would be interested in that as well. And there is a little bit of crossover between this topic and this topic, but it is not very strong. For several months now, whenever I would post a video on either this thing or one of these things, I would watch people unsubscribe. Now clearly the trend has been up because we're over 1,000 now, but I could watch at a rate of 3 to 5 people unsubscribe every single time I would release a video. I could watch it happen right then. And I understand, because people that are here for this don't care about that, or people that are here for that don't care about this. Speaking of the unsubscription exodus, some of it too might be because I don't always get to these things in the timeline that people might prefer. What I will say is, if I haven't completed it, and I haven't said we're not doing it, I'm still doing it. So if your favorite thing is the tractor, and it's November, and I haven't made a tractor video in 7 months, it's because it's November, and springtime is when I work on the tractor. If your favorite thing is the Escort, and I haven't made a video on it in a year, it's probably because it didn't need work for a year. Although, if you like the Escort, you're in luck this year. We got plenty. If you're here for this guy, and I said we're going to do it, I'm going to do it. There are just other limitations that are just mostly financial that are slowing the pace down. Truth be told, my goal, and I think I said it at the outset of this thing, maybe I didn't and I just meant to, so sorry, is to do a video like once a month. So we have a Broken Tech video like one time a month, just to kind of keep that going. And that has worked pretty well for this thing in terms of, for the most part, in terms of budgeting and in terms of budgeting my resources, like my time and everything else. It has not worked well for the audience at all. Everybody wants me to get this thing done like right now because everybody's very excited about seeing what video card performance is going to be like and seeing what a i7-in-1 might be like. I've even had people suggest putting an i9 in it, which I'm not opposed to. I just don't know if it'll work, and I can't afford that $400 risk if it doesn't. So whatever your favorite thing is, if it's tool reviews or this thing or other computers or whatever it is, I'm going to get to it. I haven't quit doing them. I'm just one guy, and there's only so many hours in a day and only so many dollars in the pocket. So understand, I'm not trying to abandon or alienate anybody when things don't go as quickly as you might like on a certain thing or the other. Likewise, I've further clouded this issue because I also do things like tool reviews. And I like doing those, and I think the people who like this end of things enjoy those as well, because I actually have the tools in my hand and you get to see them in videos, usually before I review them, because I'm trying to specialize in longer term reviews. Because just getting some out of a box going, hey, this is awesome, doesn't really do that much for people. Or at least if I do something like that, I'll explain why. I have my own unique use cases. So this stuff goes together pretty nicely, but this stuff does not fit with it at all. And you'll also notice, to make these videos, I had to buy a computer. I can make these videos for, I would say, easily the next 10 years without ever buying another vehicle. I'm going to refer to everything on this channel at this point as training day. I don't know anything about production work, cinematography, recording, any of that stuff. Anything you've seen that you think I did right, I learned by having the channel. I have no training in any of that stuff. And as far as vehicles go, there are, to put the cat fully out of the bag, 9 vehicles that I could have complete total reign over if I wanted to, and 4 friggin' tractors. So there are 13 things that each have 4 tires. We'll just put it that way. So what is that, 52 tires on the ground? So a truly overwhelming amount of work. But what you guys have been seeing is what I would say is the less interesting stuff. And that's somewhat been on purpose so I can learn. It's also been because that's the stuff I have to do. It's the work that needs done, so that's what I'm doing. So although I completely don't mind, let's say, spending $2,000 every year to do a computer series like the Dell, which is basically what this thing is going to cost me by the time we're all said and done, I don't necessarily have to do that over here. In a lot of cases I have the parts, or the parts are going to be purchased anyway. They're already baked into what's going on. But this stuff isn't. I can only do these as they break or as I buy new ones. It's that easy. And I also do want to get to the point where I'm giving these things away when I'm done, because the only thing that stops production on this stuff is money. People have been begging me to put video cards in this thing for months now, but video cards are still like 300% priced. A $100 video card is like $400 right now, and I just can't do it. I just can't. I have even thought about buying a card, putting it in it, and putting it back on eBay or something like that, or doing a subscriber kind of thing where somebody gets a good deal on the video card or whatever. But that's the only thing slowing this thing down. If people really enjoy this series, which it looks like they do, in terms of my time, if I had infinite resources otherwise, I could probably bang out an entire series on one of these things, start to finish, everything. So everything you've seen so far and everything I still plan to do in about 2 weekends, and then have content to edit and publish for 6 to 9 months. So if we wanted to speed the process of that up, the fastest I could actually do the hardware side, the recording and everything else, I could do 26 of these things a year. So I could do the entire Dell line, I could do the entire Lenovo line, I could buy some HPs and do those too. If that's what people really like, I have no problem doing that. I enjoy making them, it's fun. What I don't enjoy is, let me see, that'd be $52,000 if everything went just the way this one's going. And although I am very grateful and thankful that we're making some money on YouTube now, it ain't anywhere near that. So that said, to get to the point where we're giving these things away, the channel has to make enough money to pay for them, and we're not even close. I'm thinking 10,000 or 20,000 subs, then we can probably start cranking them out a little quicker and do, I don't know, raffles or something like that. I'll have to look into the actual laws for the legalities of how to like give stuff away on YouTube or on the internet, because I know if you do it wrong, it's gambling, and I don't need to go to prison. Likewise, on this side of the coin, I have had some completely insane offers from about 300 or 400 subscribers forward. Like people have offered to just give me free stuff and review it. Now, most of the time, they want me to review it on Amazon. But if at 300 or 400 subscribers with whatever views I was getting at that time, I'm attracting attention in places like that just want to give me free stuff to talk about it, that means the channel really does have some wheels under it and we can do cool stuff. You know, like right at this exact moment in time, the Let's Talk About Jack Stands video I made where I introduced my new US Jack Stands, where I just unboxed them and said, hey, this is an option you have. That video went nuts last weekend, I'm not sure why, and it has gone nuts a few times. What I think would be really awesome is if I could get like a coupon code going with US Jack, or if they would even just give me a pair that I can give on to the subscribers, like have a charity raffle or something, I don't know. But the problem is, if I were to approach them and ask them about that, and they come to the channel and they see this stuff, why in the world would they give me Jack Stands or a coupon code to take me seriously at all? So that's not even a conversation I can have. But I've already seen that there are people that want to have those conversations, which is crazy because I'm nobody and the channel is still like really small. But I do think as I cultivate this thing and start doing it right, that those opportunities are going to come up more frequently. So what I'd like to do on both of these sides is grow them so that I can give back to you guys as we go along. Because if this thing keeps going the way it is, this is going to be a tremendous gift for me in my life. This is going to do a lot of good things, and I want to be able to bring you guys along for a lot of those things too. But we're at the line in the sand, just literally, because YouTube doesn't know what to do with the channel. The subscribers don't know what to do with the channel. Interestingly, advertisers don't seem to know what to do with the channel either. This stuff gets advertisers like crazy, but this stuff gets all the views. So it's completely weird, and I think it's just because YouTube doesn't know how to handle it. What we are going to do is a hard division. This is going to be a new channel called The Broken Tech. This is going to be the channel you're on right now, but it is going to be rebranded into The Broken Life. So instead of having TBL series, this is just going to be TBL, the channel. So TBL, TBT. If you like both, stay subscribed to both. You know, join up. That's awesome. I'd love to have you at both of them. For that matter, there's a third channel where I just ramble about other stuff. You can come join too. But that line in the sand has to come and it has to happen because we actually have to like think about branding and stuff now too. Like it needs to be something that's shareable that people are going to actually remember instead of the Maxwell House, you know, condensed version of the name as it has been now. There's a long story as to why that name is what it is. But that's not very shareable, and eventually I will get popped by the real company, and they won't like that at all. They'll come after me at some point. even though this channel has absolutely nothing to do with them. So that was a lot of blah, blah, blah to get to this stuff is going to be on a different channel than this stuff. However, everybody that came for the 3880, I'm going to complete that series on this channel because those people don't watch every video anyway. So I'm only going to catch just a very small portion of that audience that watches the channel update, especially this deep in. So we're going to finish the Dell 3880 where it is. And we're going to start the next new series on the Broken Tech. Oh, and there's already a video on the Broken Tech for you to go watch. Not all that exciting, but there's something there. And this is also a huge gamble for me because I think right now, actually the majority of my audience is here for this stuff. But the channel started with this stuff and all of the playlists and everything are already established here for this stuff. So we're just going to keep riding it. In fact, that's the reason why I waited until I had a buffer beyond 1,000 subscribers to make this announcement and make these changes. It's because I'm anticipating, and I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, like a mass exodus from this channel to the new channel. And if over 100 people leave, then I'm going to be not monetized again, and that will kind of suck because the process to get that to happen is, I won't say it's difficult, but it is kind of arduous to get that done with Google and get your banking and all that set up. Speaking of, also of note, this is the best time to mention, this is an actual business now. Back in December, I actually incorporated this as an LLC, so the YouTube thing is actually a for-profit entity, which is crazy. Speaking of business, another thing I should probably mention is that from about 3 or 4 months ago, all of the Amazon links in the descriptions have been affiliate links. I was admitted to the Amazon affiliate program, I think back in February. Also, a few weeks ago, I was admitted to the eBay affiliate program, so now I can link to both. And what that means is that I get a very, very small commission on affiliated sales. So if you click one of the links in the descriptions in my videos, it won't cost you anything more to buy it through that link, but I get a very, very small portion of the proceeds. Like for electronics, I think it's like 1 to 3% or something like that. So if that drives like $30, you know, I'll make 30 cents-ish on the commission of the sale, which suits me fine, man. I'm Jelly Bean philosophy. Let's sell hundreds of them. I'm happy to make 30 cents 100 times over. But you should be aware, although I followed the program requirements and it says affiliate link in the links, that's what it means. Also, if you click one of the links and you don't buy what you clicked, you just buy something, I also get a commission off of that. So if you like the channel and you just want to help me out, click one of the links and order spaghetti, and I'll get a very, very, very small commission on the sale of that spaghetti. And it won't cost you any more money at all. The eBay affiliate program I'm still kind of working through, but I really don't like that program as much because eBay auctions change so often. The Amazon stuff tends to stay static. So whenever possible, I will refer people to Amazon. Also, that does not automatically mean that Amazon is going to be the best deal. But obviously there's an incentive for me to link it to Amazon. People outright ask for Amazon links, and Amazon makes that all really easy for me to do. I'm a huge Amazon customer, so it just sort of makes sense that I would roll that over into my business as well. And that's exactly their business model. So if you don't like Amazon, I understand. You can go get whatever wherever you want. But if you do get it from Amazon and you want me to make a little bit of money that they don't, hey, click that link. But with that said, we also now have a mailing address. That is going to come into the works when we start giving stuff away. Because I think what I'm going to do, and again, I'll have to research how this all has to be done legally, is I would like people to actually mail me a letter. It doesn't have to be anything. It'd just be, hey, I want to enter the drawing for the whatever thing, and actually send me something, and then I can put that up on a wall or keep it in a scrapbook or something. So I just think that's kind of a fun, cool thing. But for right now, I believe I've rambled way enough. So, welcome to The Broken Life. I hope to see you over at The Broken Tech. And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in for this video. We'll catch you on the next one.